Hello my dears, and welcome or welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to see how people are perceiving you at the moment, and trust that this message finds you when it is meant to, and that you are able to discern what of these messages is for you, because ultimately this is a general message. Okay, let's see. We have the Fool in reverse. I'm getting, it's quite interesting, because the Fool, the Fool is someone who is senseless, who just goes about whims. This coming out in reverse, I think you're being perceived as someone who is methodical, who is planning their path in a way, or who potentially seem wiser or further along in their life than they actually already still are, if that makes sense. Then I'll get more. This one, with this one as explanation. Oh, cool. We have the Seven of Coins, so the Seven of Pentacles, in reverse, explained by the Son of Staffs. This is the Knight of Wands. The Seven of Coins is waiting for your harvest, just about ready to harvest. You see how he's sitting under the tree, or he's not sitting, he's standing under the tree and waiting until it's his time to get, whatever's falling off the tree. Now, this being in reverse, this is someone who has been waiting for a long time to kind of get what they deserve. Does that make sense? Someone who's maybe been working hard to try and see the fruits of their labors come in, and it hasn't yet. But the Son of Staffs as the explanation, I'm really sensing this feeling of someone who's standing in their power. So maybe through this hardship in the material world, through hardship in the matter of really, putting in a lot of effort and not seeing the same kind of return. And then now there is someone there who's super in their power, who knows what they're doing. They're heading right towards their goals, That's what the Knight is doing, the Knight of Wands. He's very passionate, very just standing in their light. And this particular depiction of the Knight of Wands, reminds me of a reading I did that I called Moths to a Flame, right? So maybe this is something that you want to look into. There might be messages there for you. But okay, so what I'm seeing here really is people are looking at you and going wow, you've been doing a lot of work. Or maybe there's a matter if there's a new version of you that people are struggling to accept. I'm also getting this. Let's get some more, please. Let's go further. I feel like this is the superficial stuff. What if we go a layer deeper? Can we get a third one for the layer deeper? For the sake of symmetry. Oh, now we had all the cards and they fell down. Give me a second. Never mind about the symmetry. We had a bunch of cards fall out, but I do feel we're going to keep them. And we're just going to see what comes up here. But what came out is the Ten of Staffs, so the Ten of Wands, someone who is carrying a lot of responsibilities on their back, who had a lot to do, a lot of stuff, that they were responsible for. With the Two of Staffs in reverse, it shows that there is a different way of approaching things in regards to your power, in regards to your energy. People are noticing that you are choosing maybe differently than you would before. The Two of Staffs, normally it represents someone who is kind of, for example, planning to make a cake, right? They're planning it, but they still need to make the list. They're already planning on it. Maybe they're starting the list in their mind. They definitely haven't gone shopping. You know what I mean? It's an early stage. So this coming out in reverse could indicate either a change, right, of direction, a change of plan, but it could also indicate someone who's maybe planless. People might also see you as someone who just does whatever they want, or doesn't plan for life, just has things happen. But again, different messages for different people here. We have the Queen of Cups as well coming out with the Ten of Coins in reverse. Wow, look at that. It's what I'm seeing here is people I think see you as someone who's really grown through the hardships in life. This is what I'm seeing. We have the Queen of Cups, right? The mother, the emotional mother. The one that is nurturing, that is caring, and that understands that there has to be a back and forth. There has to be a balancing so that she continued to fill everyone's cup, She has to also make sure that her own cup gets filled. And this lesson of the Queen is explained with the 10 of coins in reverse, right? The 10 of Pentacles, which is a lovely card. This is the card of a community, of coming together, of being able to share the material wealth that you have acquired in life. This coming out in reverse, it could indicate some sort of a breaking apart of a situation where you were very much established, or where there was a community, or where there were people, family, you know, kind of. Maybe this is also for some of you the breaking away of the decision of family, right? Saying, no, I don't want this kind of thing, and I'm finding it in myself with the Queen here. A lot of stuff going on. What I'm getting in general is just someone who's been very, this is my 2 cents. This is not necessarily what people are thinking, but my 2 cents, if someone were describing this person to me, I'd think, wow, this person is pretty fucking awesome, it seems. Seems like they've been working really hard, and they're like continuing to do their things, continuing to maybe there was a change of course that was unaccounted for, that came out of the blue. I don't know what's going on here, but I do see someone who's standing, you know, still upright. And we're going to see deeper into what's coming up. This feels right, yeah. Okay, we have the Strength card. Wow, and the Strength card has someone hiding behind it. I want to see who's hiding behind the Strength, who's trying to maybe, maybe people are seeing you as strong, but what they're seeing behind the Strength is a matter of collaboration, a matter of people working together, right? Maybe your strength comes from how you work with other people as well. But these 2 cards came out like together as I was like trying to look at them. We have here the Devil as well, right? The Devil saying there's some sort of chains that you are ready to break, and that you have broken. Actually, in this depiction particularly, you have broken it, and there's this door to new excellence I'm seeing. Wow. I really see, if the 3 of coins, if you're not feeling like there's people involved, what I'm seeing is also someone piecing themselves back together, right? We have here a puzzle. It's like you had to look for all the pieces and you had to put it all back together. And there could have been people involved helping you to do this, but it was a matter of a lot of strength. A lot of strength. Yep, a lot of strength to maybe also step away from something that had potential, what I'm seeing here. And maybe it did, maybe it was a recognizing that it didn't. But it was a change of path somewhere in your life. A death, right? A change. A new beginning. And with the 8 of Cups here in reverse. Oh wow, with the 10 of Cups in reverse, the 8 of Staffs. And we have the Temperance in reverse. Okay, now what I'm seeing here as well, there's a lot of like, wow, this is a really strong person, right? This is a really inspiring person. But I'm also getting, there might be a little bit of, I don't want to say gossip, but there might be some like, you know, judgmental commentary in regards to you. Why am I saying this? We have the 8 of Cups here in reverse. The 8 of Cups is walking away from something, you know, and like leaving it behind and stepping into a new version. And this oftentimes comes at an expense of some sort. That is correlated to a lot of emotional pain, right? You have to leave something behind, and it is a big disappointment of some sort. With this being here in reverse, there could be some sort of people thinking, okay, this person is still wallowing in pain, right? Or this person is overindulging in the negative of their life. This is kind of what I'm getting. Maybe not ready to step away from something. If there has been no stepping away necessarily that you can think of. This is maybe something people are commenting that there hasn't been, right? The 10 of Cups here in reverse could be speaking on people from your past in regards to, again, family, but also relationships, right? Romantic relationships. The 10 of Cups is familial bliss. And we have the 10 of Coins here as well in reverse, right? So there's something in your life that was materially and emotionally some sort of a goal, and not necessarily for you, but what I'm seeing is like in the terms of the suits, in the terms of the numbers, you reach a threshold that was very much, this is it, but this is broke apart in some way. Yeah, we do have family here, right? So there might be children involved in this situation as well for some of you. And people might be commenting like on this breaking apart of some sort. With the 8 of staffs and the balance we have left here, there's a really fast, I think people comment potentially that you're really quick to shift between things. The Temperance card shows me, normally it would be temperance, balance, between different energies. This coming out in reverse, there's an imbalance. And again, see this as you like. We are specifically looking into what people are thinking. What I'm seeing is a very quick shift, right? With the 8 here, very quick shift in the balance and the temperament, maybe as well, that people comment on. Okay, we're gonna get you some of these, I think. What else are people saying? What is going on? I'm really getting it's just if there's been a big shift, there's gonna be comments in either direction of your life. But yeah, it's just interesting to see how it makes you feel as well. So see how these comments make you feel and introspect on that. Okay, we have, by expecting the best, you are more likely to attract it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Maybe the focus here is really on the good stuff. I was feeling like, as I was speaking here on the more judgmental energy, it really felt a little like a downer. And with this coming out, this is a confirmation, I think. By expecting the best, by expecting people to react in a positive way to you, or by expecting people maybe to have positive thoughts of you, you are kind of putting that more, making that more likely for you to happen, and more likely for you to attract it. And what I'm seeing here, where I place the cards, right? And this might be something that is in your interest as well, because it's on the 3 of coins, on the collaboration in regards to the material, in regards to your work. So, yeah, maybe expect the best. The ego screams, the intuition whispers. Wow. Man, this is so satisfying. I felt really called to do this reading, but then as I was working and I was doing this here with you right now, I also felt like, I don't know if this is like too, if we're moving too far away from the intuition looking into this, specifically with the work that we do here. But here it goes. The ego screams, the intuition whispers. Sometimes we need to hear the ego to recognize what it is, right? We need to recognize where we are maybe finding discomfort, or, where is this coming from? Is it like, do you feel like, I don't like this? Then maybe that's the ego. If it's like a little whisper saying, yeah, in the background saying, yeah, you don't like it, I know, but like, have you looked maybe? And that's the intuition, right? The quiet in between. Okay, I'm seeing what we had to do here. We had to look into this because it's on your mind, I think, because it's something that is maybe coming to a peak. Wow, this situation is coming to a peak, and it's on the 8 of staffs. Okay, so there might be in your social life with these people that we are inquiring here about, something's happening, things are moving, maybe people are now starting to make comments. Could that be a thing why you're maybe inquiring or needing this? I don't know. But whatever is going on, it's been screaming at you, and it's been going on very loudly, and this is why we're doing this here today, so you can connect again to the whisper, to the quiet, right? Okay. The time for action is now. But what kind of action? Explain. Interact with the world through love, and you will see it return to you. Isn't that funny, my dear? The action for you to take is to expect the best. Whatever people are thinking or saying, or whatever's going on, just expect the best. Interact with the world as if it was the best, and you will see that return to you. Be kind, be loving, be sweet, and that's what you will see happen in your life and manifest in your life. And whatever maybe anxieties are also leading to some sort of negative belief or fear of negative comments, try to work on that with some love as well for yourself. Like introduce some compassion into your life and into your world. Okay, we're going to finish this reading with some self-care, which now feels extremely fitting. I always feel out which cards are being called for. And I felt very deeply we needed this card deck, and I didn't know how it would help. And here we are. Because it is always meant to be, my dear. You just have to stop questioning. The questioning is the ego, isn't it? Not when we start to question. Okay. Oh my gosh. Look at this. I love it. You too. Okay. Okay, we have meditate. That could help you right now. You might hear some noises here. My little boy is trying to get comfy in his bed. But we have meditate, right? So finding maybe the quiet through conscious action. Not just saying, oh, I don't want to think about this, or trying to stop a train or a loop of thoughts. Or distracting yourself, but trying to meditate to disconnect from maybe existence in itself can really help to take a break from it, to not get overwhelmed with it, to not get lost in it. Spend time with animals. Oh my gosh, this is always a great idea, I think. Animals are the greatest. If I had to choose... Don't make me choose. If I had to choose, I would pick the animals, that's for sure. Music. Play some music maybe, that could help you. Listening to music. I don't know if you've ever tried to engage, even if you don't make music, but trying to get into your feelings and process your emotions by just listening to music, just seeing whatever the hell you feel like doing. Maybe you want to sing along, maybe you want to dance, maybe you want to cry, maybe you just need a good cry sesh. I don't know, maybe you're angry, you want to listen to some really sick stuff that you can just headbang to, and you know what I mean? It's whatever you need, and it can maybe help you get whatever emotion is in you out. Transmute it, process it, make something great out of it. And connect with fire. This can be a very nice thing to do if there's specifically stuff in your life that you want to release. And where did I put the card? But the ego. Maybe you want to do some sort of a releasing in regards to ego, like some conscious ritual where you are saying, I want to, you write down specifically what the ego was shouting at you. This can be negative self-talk that you might be projecting onto people, right? Or it could be also just the fear in general of whatever perception is being made by other people. I don't know about you, but I find it's not necessarily the negative, it's the act of being perceived, and then the potential judgment out of it. Whatever the judgment is, just the fact that that is the next consequential step to it oftentimes. Does that make sense? I'm sorry. Today I feel like I'm speaking very combobulated. I know I do in general, but today is particularly bad, it seems. Not bad, good, whatever. We don't need to judge here. What I'm also getting, and what I want to mention, you guys, to connect here a few things. I actually have a meditation that is a burning bowl ritual. So you will be visualizing how you are burning something, and you are writing this stuff down in your mind's eye and burning it. I'm going to put that in the comments actually, so you guys can maybe do that if you don't want to physically do this, or you don't just want to do 10-minute moment for yourself where you take that time, that's there for you. And that's going to be it, my dears. Thank you so much if you made it up to here. Maybe you want to maybe you want to subscribe, and if you want a personal reading, you can always reach out for that. The link is in the description, and I hope to see you again very soon, my dears. Have a lovely rest of your day.